Alright, welcome back to another live event. This is Total OS Today, Total Technology for Beginners and Beyond. Good evening. Yeah, but it's still cold up here in Ohio. Temperature of 10 degrees. And it is now 6 hours. My house has been without water. Hello, William. How are you? I'm so glad we live in a superpower that when the temperature drops below freezing, you may or may not be able to take a shower. Anyway, tonight we'll take a look at Endless OS by request. Lamer Linux is in the house. Welcome. How are you? Let's do a quick mic check. Is my mic okay? Is the background music not too loud? Music again, once again, is from Silent Partner from the YouTube audio library. We are a few days away from the new year. Wow. Yep, another year. And yet another distro to look at. It never ends. With Endless OS, I guess when it comes to Linux, the possibilities are endless, aren't they? I'm looking at the news feed. It says here Ubuntu is still more popular than Britney Spears. Really? Wow. That really says a lot. Poor Britney. Anyway. Give your Linux desktop a festive feel. Yeah. Anthony Tucker. Hello, Anthony. Welcome. Here in Ohio, in this town where we live, Anthony, it seems like when the temperature drops below freezing, there's always an issue with the water. The water pressure has been almost non-existent for 6 hours. And yeah, so I don't know what's going on. It's 10 degrees. Yeah, so it's cold. Thank you, Anthony, and wishing you and your family very well. Happy holidays and a very prosperous new year. William, you can call the Lamer Linux TLL, I would imagine. I don't see why not. Hi, Ben. Ben Fitzpatrick is in the house. So, yeah. No water. I don't know what's up. I should have called downtown to the water department. They probably know. But anyway, at least I was able to fill up my Vicks air water Mr. Vaporizer to keep this room from getting not too dry. Anthony Tugger, moo. You live in Michigan. Too cold there. Yeah, it's unless you're in Florida, you are definitely going to freeze off your kernels. That's for sure, to say the least. So yeah. We've been lucky. So tonight we're going to take soon a look. I actually recorded a video on Endless OS. It was by request. A nice looking operating system. It's not for me, but we'll still take a look at it. Ben is suffering from insomnia. Ben, when you go to bed, think of a nice warm beach. South Beach, Miami Beach, Fort Lauderdale, yeah, something in California, maybe something in Italy. Just pick a beach, pick something warm, dream about it, and that should help you fall asleep. Or you can purchase the Amazon Echo Dot like I did, Ben, and you can tell it to play thunderstorm sounds for all night, or set a timer, say, for 30 minutes. Works for me. And that's how I usually fall asleep at night. Move on. Play thick on South Beach. Yeah, South Beach is nice. I've been there once or twice. It's that's where that area they used to shoot a TV series that was called Burn Notice from 2007 to 2013, I believe, somewhere around there. They actually should have made a movie out of Burn Notice. I don't know if you guys ever saw it on the USA Network. That was a cool show. Actually, I should say a hot show since it was, filmed in Florida. Oh, check this out. Apple apologizes for slowing down older iPhones. I don't have an iPhone, so I'll stick with my Android. Anybody else have an iPhone? John McAfee says his Twitter account was hacked. Now, that's funny. That is funny. So, if anybody watches this show later and is new to all this, I am recording this, broadcasting this live using something called Ubuntu Mate. Very user-friendly. Using something called OBS to stream it. Ben, you like your iPhone 8 Plus. Very good. Have you noticed any slowdown since Apple has to apologize? Yeah, that's very bad PR. Not that it'll make any difference. People who love their iPhones, they're going to stick with iPhone, and I completely understand. Just like people who have their Android phones will stick to Android. Why not? Oh, your mom has an iPhone 7. Very good. Okay, so let's go ahead and no slowness, Ben. All right, let's take a look at a video I shot with Endless OS. So this thing here, when I first took a look at this, out of the box, I think it looks very nice, very colorful. It kind of reminds me of the a mobile screen, with all the apps. The usual Google Chrome, Facebook, shortcuts, music player, YouTube, Duolingo apparently is installed by default. There are when you do the download for this Endless OS, there are two versions of this. You can download the basic version, which is 2.5 gigs, reasonable, or you can download the full version, which is 16 gigs. You heard right, 16 gigs. I'm so happy I am using a lightweight operating system, Windows 10, compared to this. 16 gigs is the full download if you wanted to check it out. And I noticed this runs somewhat slow in a virtual machine. Endless OS, they recommend you have at least 2 gigs of RAM to test. I suppose nowadays that's not unusual. This is based off of GNOME. It looks great. It really looks nice out of the box. But, a new Windows user, at least for the basic version, the basic download, would be looking for a start button, a start menu. It's not here. How to do updates, an update shortcut link would help. Yeah, I don't know about this. At least for the basic version that I downloaded, I don't think it's for beginners, for Windows users. Now, the full version may have everything you need. Just keep in mind it is 16 gigabyte to download. That's a lot. Search bar at the top. Ben, yeah, Ubuntu Mate is pretty straightforward, by the way. If you want to check it out, it's self-explanatory. Libre Linux, 8 gigabytes of RAM. Nowadays, you can do just about anything, I would say. Yeah. So, back to Endless OS. This is the website. Technology that enriches life. Endless OS comes with everything your family needs. I don't think with the basic version it does. With the full version, possibly. Let's take a look at the. I can probably stop the video here. So my initial thoughts of this, yeah, it looks terrific. It really does, out of the box. Let's get out of that. All right, let's go to frequently asked questions about Endless OS. Yes, you can download and install this for Windows or Linux. And it has some basic questions that are answered. User-friendly for beginners, such as how to create an Endless OS USB stick on Windows, download codecs to play music videos, how to install Endless OS alongside Windows, will Endless OS work with your computer, download ISO images, how do I create an Endless USB stick from Linux. So these are pretty valid questions and good questions to get started. Forgot the password, your user account, how do I install a printer, apps and programs. Let's take a look at this. Endless OS is built from Debian. Okay. They mentioned Flatpaks. All right. Let's go back. I didn't want to do. Let's go back to the frequently asked questions. What's a Flatpak? Let's take a look at that. Endless OS comes with more than 100 apps installed. However, we recognize there are other apps that our users wish to install that we do not currently provide ourselves. To increase the capacity of programs from version 3 on, Endless OS uses Flatpak, a new app distribution system for Linux. Flatpak is a new technology with more apps becoming available all the time. If your favorite app is not yet available as a Flatpak, ask its developers to consider it. Okay. Why can't I watch Netflix or YouTube videos? That would not be good, would it? You must have H.264 codec support. Yeah, that should not be a problem nowadays. How can I play games with friends on my computer? Let's see. Some games that feature multiplayer battle tanks, Mars. These games allow you to play friends using the same keyboard. Some games like Atomic Tanks are turn-based. Let's see. You can search for any of these games from the global search bar at the top of your desktop, or by browsing the App Center section. Yeah, a pretty straightforward answer. Technical questions. Why can't I use apt-get? Yeah, commands, yeah. And other commands. Let's take a look at that. Alright, so most Linux desktop distributions are oriented towards tech-savvy users and developers, but Endless OS isn't your typical Linux distribution. We have a different target user. We don't use RPM, apt, or any other packaging system. We use a read-only root file system managed by OS tree with application installed using Flatpak. You may notice that the apt-get and the download package commands are installed. The package, this is because NLSOS is based on Debian. These commands are used while created in NLSOS. Each release is read-only snapshot. Okay. Well, Flatpaks is fairly new, so how do we know that there will be enough applications that that user wants? Just a thought. What's the return policy for endless products? Let's take a look. Let's see. I have some more information. You go to their webpage. Okay. And the endless community. Partnerships. So it looks like this is geared towards a Windows user. I'm not sure about using the GNOME desktop environment for a beginner. You guys know it's not my favorite. It looks great out of the box. It comes even with the basic download with most of the apps to get you started. Is this something I would use on a regular basis? Probably not, simply because of the GNOME 3 desktop environment. It's just not for me. Of course, somebody completely new to Linux, it may not matter, but I think there are better desktop environments for beginners into the world of Linux. I don't know. What do you guys think? $50,000 Wikipedia articles to help you get started. Very good. It looks like there's enough information to learn this, but I don't know. Yeah, it's not for me. I think I'll stick with Ubuntu Mate. And there are instructions here to download this from Mac or Linux or from Windows. And you can run this as a dual boot. I have not tested this as a dual boot, just to let you know. I don't know. I'm assuming it's fairly safe and easy to install as a dual boot. If you're going to install anything alongside your Windows machine or Windows partition, make sure you back up everything, just in case something goes wrong. But that's it. That's my quick take on Endless OS. Looks great out of the box. You may want, if you really want to take a look at this, I would recommend downloading the full version, which is, again, it's 16 gigs of a download. And you can run this off a USB stick or in a virtual machine to fully test it. And then see what you think. I don't think it's fast, at least in my test it wasn't. Friendly? Maybe the full version. Powerful? It probably has everything you need to get started. Let's see about this company. Where's it based at? A small but global team in 17 countries. Okay. And does it have a home base? Advisors, Tony Robbins. I've heard of him. Digital literacy for all. Okay. All right. Well, Endless OS, guys. I don't know. What do you... Yeah, I know. Linux is 16 gigabyte. Holy cow. I'm telling you, man, I'm quite happy with my lightweight Windows 10. I would imagine for 16 gigs, every app on the planet, talk about the ultimate Linux. I mean, I could have seen 4 gig as a big download. 16 gigs. I'm telling you, man, there's people at Microsoft going, phew, thank God we use a lightweight Windows 10, let me tell you. Linux Lite is only 1 gig? Okay, alright. Spin Viking is in the house. Hello, Spin, how are you? We were just talking about Endless OS and the endless possibilities in Linux. A nice looking, out-of-the-box Linux desktop. We were just saying that there's 2 versions to download to test. The basic version, which is about 2 gigs, and the full version, which is 16 gigs. Yeah, it does make Windows 10 lightweight. Although I will say Endless OS probably looks a little bit prettier. Yeah. I wonder if it's on DistroWatch. Endless OS. Let's take a look. Mint, Debian, Manjaro, Ubuntu, Integra, Solus, Fedora, OpenSUSE. I don't see Endless OS. Doesn't necessarily mean it's good or bad. I just don't see it. Number 88. There it is. Or 86, sorry. So, yeah. Kyrie Holmes says, what's up, Toss? What's up, Kyrie? What's up is the temperature is down. My water has been off for 6 hours. And it's freezing like, yeah, it's pretty bad weather. Very cold. So that is my look at Endless OS. It's different, I will say that. The full version requires 32 gigs of space for installation. Yeah. If you download the 2 gig, you can fit it to a USB thumb drive as small as 8 gig. The basic version of Endless comes with only a few. But was it really to have a 16 gigabyte download for more apps? Well, it does have 100 apps. Most people probably don't need 100 apps to get started, if I had to guess. How many DVDs will it take to get Endless OS burned? Well, at least 4, right? 5? Maybe 5. So this is a review here on, what is this, Linux and Ubuntu.com. Let's see what this person says. Android-esque feel. Yes, I did say it looks like my mobile phone. It does feel Android-esque, which is fine. Most people are comfortable looking at an Android screen. It says here, according to this reviewer, the appearance is pretty clean and gorgeous. I would have to agree. Highly modified GNOME desktop environment. Yes. Over 100 offline apps. Okay. Offline internet content. You cannot install other apps from what is available in the App Center. Even though it's based on Debian, you can't install apps using apt-get, and that's where it loses me. Yeah, if I cannot make this my own and customize it, it's not for me. But for a beginner, it may not matter. So there you go. Cannot use apt-get. Multimedia support. Conclusion, Endless OS is something really different from most Linux distributions. It is not for the usual Linux enthusiasts. True. But rather pitched at developing countries. Okay, people with no internet access and people who do not want or need the normal control or power offered by most distros. With its Android-esque experience, it's quite simple, easy to use, user-proof, and for the target market, it should be perfect. Yeah, it's a perfect description of Endless OS. There you go. It's like Zorin with the paid version. If you pay for Zorin, you get more apps. Yeah. You're looking for the best way, what, to create virtual machines? Spin Viking, is that the question? I just go to the developer's website. I mean, whatever that is, whether it's Ubuntu, whatever, download the ISO. Make sure that check the MD5 or the hash. Make sure it's not corrected, or make sure it's not corrupted, rather. And just create your virtual machine from there. I keep it simple. You can also try VMware. You may find better performance with that, but lately it seems like VirtualBox performs pretty good. But that's how I do it. Yeah, I usually use VirtualBox. Sometimes I'll use VMware. There is a free version. I think it's called VMware, right? I haven't used it in a while. Yeah, VMware. You can get more information on Wikipedia. In the past, I've gotten better performance with VMware, but lately it seems like VirtualBox is okay. And that's how I do it. Very simple. Yeah. VMware.com if you're interested to check it out. There is a free version and a paid version. But normally I use VirtualBox. Speaking of that, what do I have installed? What else do I have installed? I think, is it Ubuntu? Yeah, I have Ubuntu installed also that I've been testing. Super fast, yeah. As some of you know, so yeah. VMware is a little better than VirtualBox. Okay, maybe it is. I haven't tested it lately. But, you know, VirtualBox for me so far is good, so I've stuck with it. How about a Blu-ray? What about a Blu-ray, William? I don't play too many Blu-ray discs, or the only Blu-ray, well, I use my computer or my Xbox One for a Blu-ray player. How many distros can you try at once? You can create as many as you want in a virtual machine, as long as you have enough storage capacity and enough RAM. Yeah, Spin Viking, that depends on the capacity of your computer. You can try as many as you want. But you're going to need a hefty computer. I normally don't run more than one at a time. Yeah, I mentioned that before. Ubuntu is still more popular than Britney. Well, Ubuntu, even with all its controversy with GNOME, Britney Spears is fading. Yeah, let's go. Who the fuck it? Britney Spears does not match up against Ubuntu. Let's see here. So anyway, yeah, Endless OS, definitely worth a look, but it's not for me. And that's the end of Endless OS. So Ubuntu is still more popular than Britney Spears. Interest in Ubuntu remains high, according to search trends for the past 12 months. Ubuntu was more popular than Britney Spears' Linux Mint. Oh, and more popular than the increasingly creepy Amazon Echo. Haha. Anyway, you can read the rest of this. How popular was Ubuntu 2017? What is definitely the most talked about. Spin Viking, 4 gigabyte of memory is not a lot. You can run it, but trust me, 4 gigs is not a lot. Yeah. Oops, I Googled again. Haha. Wasn't there like a Britney Spears song? Oops, I did it again. Anyway. Ubuntu had 2 major releases. Britney had none. Ha ha. So there you go. Britney Spears fans use Bing. I have no idea. It's because Ubuntu worked. Haha. Anyway, yeah. You can download a 64-bit with just 4 gig of RAM and run it. Yeah, I mean, 4 gigs is bare minimum. Extremely bare minimum. It can be done. Yeah, ONG has some pretty nifty articles. Sometimes I'll catch them on the ticker. Linux Today has some nice nifty articles. Linux-based ICE Science Station. That's interesting. MX17. Easy to use. We talked about this last night. Ah, here's something. System 76 says Ubuntu-based Pop! OS Linux will not break Lenovo or Acer laptops. That's interesting. As you probably are aware, Canonical is currently discouraging users to download the latest Ubuntu release, which I think it was patched today, I think, due to an issue that corrupts the BIOS of some Lenovo laptops, as well as other brands, Acer and Toshiba. And it talks about the bug. System 76 was quick to resolve that ugly bug in their Pop! OS system and push new ISOs. Very good. So that's a thumbs up for System. Let's give them a plug. Why not? They're based in the USA. Yeah. One of the few mass-marketed online Linux machines. Pizza-loving nerd. What up? Hot holiday deals. Wild Dog Pro. What a name for a machine. Wild Dog. Looks like their machines start at $600. A bit pricey, in my opinion. I'm sure they're fine machines, but yeah, it looks like they go up to thousands of dollars. So I don't have one. If they would send me one, I would be happy to test it, but I do not have one. Brian Lunduk. Mr. Linux himself, another Mr. Linux, I believe, uses exclusively System 76 machines. You may want to check out his channel on YouTube. I need to grab another drink. The air here is dry this cold weather. I'll be right back. Guys, don't go away. Be right back. Alright, I'm back. By the way, Pizza Loving There, thank you for your donation to the channel. I saw it this morning. Thank you. Drinking orange juice. They say lots of vitamin C is good for you to prevent colds. Don't know how true that is, but I'll take it. Yeah, I believe System 76 is not associated with Dell as far as I know. Dell makes their own. You can check it out at linux.dell.com. But yeah, they're on their own. And what's the other one? Lenovo? Yeah. Let's check out some other articles. Let's go to Ars Technica. FCC tries to make Miami pirate radio station walk the plank. Aye, pirate. Okay. Get a pair of Sennheiser noise canceling headphones for yeah. Sennheiser is very good. A very good headphone. Ah, I love my orange juice. Yeah, Linux Lite is pretty good. I've tested that in the past. It's very good. Lost Destiny Symphonic album, complete with Paul McCartney, has totally leaked. Huh, okay. Joe Panico was in the house, paisano. System 76 believed to have rebranded units made by Clevo in China. I don't know, Joe. We'll have to, maybe that's a question for Brian Lunduke, since he uses System 76 and something called Pogo Linux, I think. Your mom is sick, so I'm pretty much running the house. You take care of your mom, pizza-loving nerd. And you tell her I told you to. Well, good for you. Take care of your mom. And she'll take care of you, right? Let's take Quits Up had an interesting. He picked the top and the worst Linux distros. One was what was it? Ultimate Linux? Or Ultimate Edition. Yeah, he did not like this one. I don't know. Maybe this is too much to squeeze into one distro. This is one of those large downloads, I think around 4 gigs, I do believe, if I am not mistaken. George Hardiman is in the house. George, you're able to catch. I am honored, George. Thank you for stopping by. George, I believe this is your first time. Everybody, please say hello to George and welcome him. He caught a live stream. I figure if I do these often enough, George, and I'm going to do these all through New Year's at night probably, since it's too freaking cold to go outside. So everybody say hello to George. Check out the Clevo website and you'll see a unit identical to Bonobo. I just saw an article. If one I can. Okay, Joe. All right. Well, you're well. Very good, George. Very good. Pizza Loving, you said you visited Pogo Linux because it's in Seattle. Cool. What did you think of Pogo Linux? Brian Lunduk has it. Yeah, Quits Up did not like Ultimate Edition. I've tested it in the past. It's usually somewhat buggy. George, what do you use? Do you use Linux or do you dual boot? Have you tried Linux? Back to Windows? Just out of curiosity. And if I may ask, George, where are you from? But yeah, I don't use Ultimate Edition. Sometimes too much is, well, too much, I guess. What can I say? Let's go back to Distro Watch real quick. George, we were talking about something called Endless OS. You can replay this live stream. Yeah, once it's done. Let's go back to the top 100 distros. Oh, you're a distro hopper. Okay. In North Carolina. Very good. Is it cold down there, George? Here it is 10 degrees. And I'm still without water pressure. 6 hours. Anyway, let's see. What do we have here? Mint, Debian, Manjaro. Let's see. I've used Mint, Debian, Ubuntu, Tergo, Solus. What else? Zorn, very good. PC Linux, I still have it in an older machine. You have Ubuntu 16, so you stick with an LTS version, long-term support. Very good on an Acer laptop. Okay, cool. Very good. Let's see. Here we go. MX Linux Lite and number 20. Ubuntu I like for its speed. Of course, Ubuntu Mate should be ranked higher. Come on, it should be like in the top 10 at least. Great name for our OS, Smart OS. Of course, the question is, how smart is it, right? Smart. Pizza, you're the only Linux user in your school. Then you must be the only smart one in class, right? LXLE is a great lightweight Linux distro. Check it out. It's it's lightweight, but they packed it with lots of apps that you'll probably use, and it looks great out of the box. That's a perfect example of a customized Linux distribution That's light but packed, if it makes any sense. Let's see. React OS. Yeah, I don't mess with that. Peppermint number 32. I thought that would have been higher. Yeah, Joe, that's right. It's up to Pizza Loving Nerd to convert them. And if they scream and yell, just tell them Toss sent you to do all that. Oh my, let's see what else we have here. Ubuntu Budgie number 39. I like the Ubuntu Budgie. It's alright. There's Ultimate at number 50. Okay. Yes, React OS is still alpha for years. Yeah, that is correct, George. The wallpapers are great. And there's like, well, not 1,000 wallpapers. It seems like, I think there's 100 different wallpapers in LXLE, George. Maybe next time I do a live stream, we'll take a look at LXLE. Those development, that team deserves more exposure. It's a great lightweight system, which is also available in 32-bit. Great for older machines. All right, so Ultimate is number 50. Let's see here. What else? Netrunner I've tried is pretty good. Revenge OS. I haven't taken a look at Ubuntu Studio. I've taken a look at Voyager. I believe that's French. You're going to go to Linux Fest Northwest. Very good. Maybe take some video for us. Alright, so we have Endless at number 86. And the last one on the list is Maui. I think Quidzub did not like that one also. I think Maui is a great name. Maui OS. Wowie for Maui. Oh well. George, you have them all on your Windows. So when you distro hop, do you virtual machine like 10 of them at one clip? I think Quidzub does that. I think. Your school is Microsoft sponsored. Nothing wrong with that. I mean, hey, you know, as long as Microsoft is supporting education, there's nothing wrong with that. Kyrie, you're the only Linux user in the family. Does anybody have any curiosity in your family? Or do they take one look at it and say, nah, that's not for me, nah. That's right, Pizza Loving Nerd is only 12. You're a smart young man, Pizza Loving Nerd. Good for you. Yeah. Cool. Joe, you say you think DistroWatch needs a ranking trending list to be less warped. Well, this is not... Yeah, I know. This is... it's not an exact science. I think it's just a place for decent information in general, especially for a new user who wants to know what's going on with Linux, what are the choices. It's a lot, but yeah, I know it's somewhat warped. Yeah. Oh, you have you try them all. You have about 50 USBs. Got it. Okay. Well, that's cool. Yeah. Nothing wrong with that. I agree, Joe. I agree. Ubuntu Mate should be in the top 10 over almost everything. Martin Wimpress, the lead developer, has done a terrific job. I need to do another interview with him. It's been a while. I think we last spoke back in 2015 when Ubuntu Mate was not that well known. But yeah, Ubuntu Mate is, well, you guys know it's my number one. George is the only Linux user in your house. Wow, we have a lot of lonely Linux users here tonight. That's right. Intelligence does not come, only comes a very small amount of people, right? Pizza Lover Nerd, you also get bullied. Do not get bullied. Don't let anybody push you around. That's right. The next person who tries to bully you, just yell something like, "Leave me alone or I'll kick the Debian out of you." Just to see what they say. Yeah, good for pizza loving there. You're the smart one, that's for sure. Let's see here. What are some brief articles? BSD Fat Dog 64. Really? Really? Hey Joe, there's a great Linux name. Fat Dog 64. Okay. So what's next? Greasy Hamburger 64 Linux? I mean, really? Fat Dog 64. Okay, whatever. Somebody mentioned Arch Labs. Might be easy. Joe, you have a stack of 40 to 50. Joe, I had a stack of 100 plus, and I got rid of them. Yeah. Pizza, you always get shoved around, and when I shove someone, I get grounded. Guys, any advice for this terrific young man, pizza loving nerd, who gets shoved around, that when he shoves someone, you get grounded? The bullies, is there a lot of politics around the school? Is that the problem? Still, don't let anybody shove you, period. Now, that doesn't mean to start a fight either, of course. Your dad loved Linux Mint, but he had a program he really needed. It's not supported for Linux. Yeah, wine doesn't work for me either. That's why if you really have to use a Windows program, then use Windows. That's all there is to it. Yeah, Kyrie, yeah. Fat Dog 64. George asked, do I live stream from Windows? Yes, I have in the past, sure. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. I just happen to be using Ubuntu Mate, but I dual boot and I will live stream. I still use OBS, George, to live stream. You may have heard of this. It works pretty good. It's cross-platform, so yeah. Gecko the Lizard is in the house. There's a Yellow Dog Linux. Yeah, I think there is, yeah. Yellow Dog. That is correct, George. Supposedly the final free upgrade, the chance to upgrade to Windows 10 ends after December 31st. That is true. I do have Windows 10, Pizza. Yeah, I updated, upgraded some time ago. Yeah. The upgrades went fine. They take too long still, but they ran okay. So yeah, so far for me, it's pretty good. George asks, what is everyone else using right now? Well, guys, go ahead. Go ahead and post what you are using right now. Of course, I use Ubuntu Mate. And I also like Linux Mint, Mate, and Cinnamon Edition. Linux Lite, yeah, a very nice distro, absolutely. Simple out of the box. Joe, you use Ubuntu Mate? Okay. Yeah, I got the latest one also. There's a few bugs in the panel when I switch panel environments, Joe, but that's pretty much it. Just about every app that I need to use works. Yeah. Fat Elvis is in the house. Gentoo. Ooh, Gentoo. Wow. With i3. Okay. Alright, that's a look at Linux Lite. Somebody had asked about video editors, Kdenlive, and I would also take a look at something called Shotcut. This seems to work pretty good. Cross-platform. Seems quite stable. So check out Shotcut. Looks like the latest edition 17.12. Frequently asked questions. So check out Shotcut. You use the Mate menu? Okay, alright, yeah. There's, 7 different choices for the panel layout. Yeah, Peppermint 8, yep. Yeah, Gentoo is very advanced, absolutely. Lightworks, I haven't, have I taken a look at Lightworks? I can't remember. Yeah. Yeah, i3 I heard is pretty fast, Lamer Linux, yeah. So if you guys like to mess with video editing, take a look at Shotcut for both Linux and Windows. Yeah, Kdenlive, that's my go-to video editor. Usually works. I don't know. George is asking, is i3 faster than OpenBox? I do not know. Does anybody have an answer? I know OpenBox is pretty fast. Yeah. So you can download this as an app image also. Kerry, how do you like the app image for Kdenlive? Does it run any faster or no difference? Looks like they have an updated app image. Yeah, Ryan loves his i3, Joe, yeah. So you like your app images? Okay. All right, let's see. There you go, pizza. No performance difference for app image. Okay, alright. I did mention Spotify. I've tested it And it works pretty good as a snap download. So what are your tech predictions for 2018? I've got a few, but I will not mention them tonight. Maybe in a future webcast. What do you guys think? Tech predictions for 2018. Let's see. Let's see what the Washington Post has to say. George loves Spotify. Yeah, it works. I use on my Alexa, on my Amazon Alexa, what do I use? I have Pandora and iHeart. I'm sure they're all good. Yeah, the HomePod will be coming out next year. $350. I don't know. Augmented reality. Digital subscription as the new norm. Online political ads get more devious. No, really? Yeah, what a mess. The cybersecurity menace keeps. Yeah, that was one of my predictions for 2018. Yeah. Dongles stick around. Why would that be a prediction? I don't know. Artificial intelligence judges you. Yeah, Congress does that, don't they? Haha. Big tech keeps getting bigger. That would have been one of my predictions. Wow. Apple will offer discounts on replacement batteries following lawsuits over iPhone slowdowns. Like I always say, never, ever, ever underestimate the power of stupidity, right? Wow. Well, I guess that's no surprise there. Let's see what Fortune magazine has to say about predictions. Let's go into reader mode. Yes, I've seen the Echo Spot. I think it looks terrific. That might be a big seller. That's the one with the front-facing alarm clock, right? Yeah, I think it looks great. Yeah. I think it's about $129 or something like that. An online blogger loves it. He bought one of the first ones, or Amazon sent it to him or something. But yeah, man, there are so many things I would love to buy and test if I had the budget for it. But yeah, I've seen it and I think it's pretty cool. IoT becomes bloated as in bloated. Okay, all right. The fintech renaissance. Okay. Cryptocurrencies. Yeah. Augmented reality. Waterfox, I tested briefly. It's okay. Apple's original graphical OS will be available for free in 2018. Well, that's interesting. The original, huh? Huh. Okay, cool. '18 will be the year of the bots, probably. Yes, there's always room for the future to unfold unpredictably. That is so true. I'm going to talk about this probably in the next live feed, but something called Pilot. I think it's called Pilot Translator. Yeah, the Pilot Translator. If you guys want to take a look at this, I won't talk about this too much tonight, but a young man invented a device because I guess he really liked a French girl he met. She spoke French, he spoke English. Using translation app on your phone wasn't very personable, so he invented a, for lack of a better term, a wearable universal translator. That's pretty cool. $5 million in pilot pre-orders. And basically how this works, you put the earpiece on, they have one on, and say that person speaks Italian, you speak in English, they understand it in Italian, she speaks Italian, you understand it in English. A universal translator. How cool is that? Yeah. But yeah, I won't talk about this too much tonight, but check it out. We'll talk about this in the next live event. But the Pilot translating earpiece, I'll give Waverly Labs a free plug tonight. I believe they sold out, but it looks like come next month they're going to ship 10,000 units. Comes with the second earpiece for wireless music streaming, battery. Okay. Anyway, yeah, a universal translator. That is so cool. Okay, so let me check my messages on my phone real quick. Hang on. Anybody ever check out the YouTube audio library? Okay, all caught up in messages. Let's see. Let's check another website. Let's do one more Linux story, then we'll go to some Windows. Let's try Linux Scoop. Okay, let's see what they say. The 10 most popular Linux distros for 2017. Okay, well, here, this is their list. Let me know if you guys agree. Number 1 is Linux Mint, a very popular Ubuntu-based distribution which offers a great stability, speed, elegant-looking GUI. Very good. So they have number 1. Linux Mint, and number 2 is Debian. Okay. The stable branch of Debian, well, it's pretty stable. Arch Linux for power users, yes. That should be in a general top 10 for Linux, not necessarily just for beginners, so I would agree with that. Of course, Ubuntu, even with the GNOME desktop, is up there. Manjaro Linux. I did not have luck with this last year. Is it any good this year? OpenSUSE, okay. Fedora at number 7. They have Solus at number 8. Of course, that was your vote for the number 1 Linux distro for 2017. Somebody asked what was the rest of the list. Well, it was kind of a tie for number 2 and 3 for Ubuntu Mate and Linux Mint. Number 9, Elementary OS. This has just never worked out for me. It looks great out of the box. But trying to customize this one, again, I think it's because it's based somewhat off of GNOME. It's not for me either. And number 10, they have Ubuntu Mate. Very good. So check out Ubuntu Mate. Let's go to, let's see what's up with Windows 10 news for this evening. Windows 10 finally overtakes Windows 7 usage in USA. Well, Windows 7, what? A couple more years of support, and I believe that is it. Don McCullough is in the house. Good evening, Don. How are you? The song is stuck in your head, Pizza Loving there? Okay. What's your biggest Windows 10 pet peeve? I would say the update process takes too long. Elementary is too minimal. Yeah, I would say so. I mean, it still looks pretty good out of the box. It's just not for me. Let's see here. One of my biggest, what's it say here? One of his biggest pet peeves that Microsoft removed the ability to use your default browser with Cortana search. Yeah, that's true. Data mining, Joe, yeah. Of course, the whole web is data mining. It's not just... Yeah, I know. Let's see. Pet peeves, what do we have here? The search box not active. Cortana doesn't search contacts. Using Cortana to set a reminder. Stuff I don't really do. Yeah, those other pet peeves really doesn't bother me. Video app always in full mode. Okay, I use VLC. Windows 10 update. You don't like it, Kyrie? It works. Like I said, it takes too long to update and the constant rebooting. Other than that, I mean, it works. Too proprietary, Joe? Yeah. Yeah, these pet peeves you're listing here is not that big of a deal for me. Cortana regional restrictions. Oh, okay. Mail app frequently crashes. Don't use that. Oh well, enough of the pet peeves. The endless reboots each time you... Yeah. Yes, Linux, you generally... Yeah, maybe update once, but that's about it. That's true, Joe, yeah. The endless reboots or, yeah, and the updates. Yeah, I agree. I don't like it. What's this article here? Boost your productivity with Windows 10 workplace collaboration tools. Cloud power. I don't do that much in the cloud. Yeah. Anybody use Dropbox or Google Drive? And do you feel safe using those products, those apps? I use them rarely, not that much. Windows 10 face authentication defeated with the picture. Lovely. SK Linux is in the house. Hello, SK. Welcome. How are you? I predict ransomware will probably grow in 2018. Although I believe the new Windows 10 has a built-in anti-ransomware feature, if I am not mistaken. You've noticed Linux Mate has a crap load of updates lately. Yeah, it's kind of a random thing, Joe. Yeah, I noticed that too sometimes. You did an OEM install of Linux 18.3 for your mom today. All I should do is set up her account. Very good. Showing mom how easy it is, huh? Very good. Excellent. $600 million machines are now running Windows 10. Okay. Well, that's out of the US. Not just the US. Yeah, Apple's battery apology. It's most important ever. Yeah, they goofed up on that one. Here we go, Joe. Steve Jobs is an Italian company. Okay. And Apple can't do anything about it. This has me hooked. Let's move on. After years of legal battles, Vincenzo and Giacomo Barbato have successfully managed to win a legal battle against Apple, earning the right to call their company Steve Jobs. The fight began in 2012 when the two brothers noticed that I had never trademarked Steve Jobs' name. Smart Italians. The pair were already in the process of starting their own clothing accessory company. After spending years creating products for other brands, decided Steve Jobs would be the perfect name, Steve Jobs Jeans. Oh my. Apple, as one can expect, sued the brothers of the trademark, but according to La Repubblica Napoli, the tech giant may have lost in court by attacking the brothers specifically over their Steve Jobs logo, a stylized J, with a bite taken out of the side. Oh man. However, the court ruled that the letter J isn't edible. Die. And therefore the bite could not be ripping off Apple's own iconic logo. And upheld the brothers' trademark. Oh, that's so funny. The pair are set to continue working on their under the Steve Jobs brand. Oh man. The goal of Steve Jobs is to eventually release electronics, although they have yet to reveal specific plans, meaning one day there could very well be a Steve Jobs phone store competing right next to his job. Man, that is so funny. Apple jeans are next, right? Hang on. I think my jeans are ringing. Think about that. Your phone is your jeans. Pull the zipper down to turn it on, pull it up to power it off. Oh, we can take this joke a long way, can't we, Joe? Steve Jobs jeans and Apple can't do a darn thing. That's funny. Very good. Good for you guys. Yeah. You see the J with the logo taken out. Very good. Huh. I guess that was dumb of Apple not to trademark his name. Jobs' name. Very funny. I have no idea if the jeans are any good. And why they would sell. I guess people would think they're an Apple product. I don't know. Man, that's funny. Yeah, Joe. Oh, I mean, this topic can go all night. Is that your phone ringing, or are you just happy to see me? Yes. Mm-hmm. No, honey, it's just a long text. Ha ha. Oh man. See, if you search the web long enough, especially technology, you're bound to find some funny stuff. Space Station crew, watch Star Wars, The Last Jedi from orbit. That is the only way, the only true way to watch a Star Wars movie is, well, among the stars. Apple's flagship Chicago retail store wasn't designed to handle snow. Are you kidding me? Its MacBook-shaped roof has dangerous icicles on it. Caution! Buying an Apple iPhone at this store could kill you. Literally. Wow. Switch to Linux is in the house. What's up, Switch? How are you? Switch, you just missed it, so I'm going to repeat this. Switch, there is Steve Jobs is an Italian company and Apple cannot do anything about it. There are Steve Jobs jeans, and you see the J with the bite out of the, yeah. That's right. Apparently Apple never trademarked Steve Jobs' name. So this Italian pair, Vincenzo and Giacomo, being the smart Italians they are, they created a Steve Jobs store selling Steve Jobs jeans. Yeah. Hey, what's the matter with you? You buy the Steve Jobs jeans? Yeah, excuse me, my jean is ringing. I wonder where the Wi-Fi would fit on the jean. Oh, never mind. Well, you wouldn't need an antenna. Anyway, that's got to be the story of the year. Steve Jobs jeans. Ha 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 ha. That's funny. Yeah, so the Apple's flagship Chicago real store. You can see that signs here. Caution, watch for falling snow and ice. Wow. That's pretty bad. The deadly ice daggers have forced the closure of those spaces. Yeah, Switch. Yeah, Steve Jobs jeans. It has nothing to do with Apple. That is so funny. It just goes to show you don't need a lot of money to outsmart a corporation. It can be done. It can be done. You just got to be smarter. That's all. So if you're in Chicago in the wintertime, do not go shopping at the Apple store because these ice daggers, yeah. Not good. Yeah. Steve Jobs, short for his job, Jobodanza. Steve Jobodanza. Hey. This is from The Verge. Yeah, The Verge is a good place to check out stuff. Let's see what else they have on The Verge. And by the way, switch to Linux. The other big story of the night, Ubuntu is still more popular than Britney Spears. Yep. Anything here to look at? McLaren's new $1 million hypercar looks like a giant Matchbox toy. Okay. Okay, enough of that. Let's see what else we got here on The Verge. Tech. Let's try Apple again. HTC and Motorola say they don't slow old phones like Apple does. Look, I can see a whole spurt of commercials starting on the 1st. Do you want the fastest phones available, unlike iPhones? Zing! Although I don't care for HTC anymore. For the fastest phones on the market and proven by Android. Yep, Lamer Linux, the jokes on that can go on and on and on. I know. Was it really necessary for Apple to slow down old iPhones? Nope. Yeah, just don't hold to those genes. Wrong. Yeah. Yep. See, that actually is a good. Your gene is your iPhone. Then when you go to the bathroom to take a dump, it mutes your phone, meaning it mutes your gene, so you can still listen to the conversation. No, Don, my HTC One Max with the original battery is still kicking. Don, I am surprised. I mean, I got stuck on Android 4, which ticks me off. But because the phone still works, and it's still 4 years later, the best speakers on the market still belong to a 4-year-old Android phone from HTC. Now, how wonderful, how pathetic is that at the same time? But to answer your question, Don, it's kind of slowed down, but it still works. It still sounds great. Yeah. Now I heard that the Google Pixel has pretty good speakers. The latest Motorola Droid has pretty good speakers. But no, I'm going to keep it. Yeah, uh, for now. Why not? Yeah, Switch. So you did not update. So they did not slow yours down. Very good. Look at my link and tell me, Lamer, just send it to me in an email because I'll probably forget. Yeah. Hope the jeans are waterproof. Yeah, really. Hang on, my jeans are ringing in the rain. Hello, Switch. Switch. So look, can you hear? I'm sorry, it's raining, man. I'm talking in the water. Anyway. So the Linux started making music too. Ah, so you're making music with Linux? Very good. What if iPhones just lasted longer? Well, the quality of the product seems okay, as far as I know. Anybody use AirPods? I do not. You have a 2015 Moto X Pure. Decent phone with dual stereo with fronts. Ah, yes, front-facing speakers. That's the key. Android 7.1. That's okay. Yeah, nothing wrong with that. Yeah, HTC and Android updates, man. They suck. They just suck. Very disappointed in HTC. That's why I said HTC stands for Help This Company. My email, you can send it to note. That's NOTETONOTE at yahoo.com. Note to note. Yeah, a new kind of jingle bells. Yes. The Steve Jobs jeans, powered by Android. How funny would that be? Google Hangouts instead. I use Google Hangouts sometime. Lamer. That's right. Yes, you said bells. You know, one time years ago, Joe, there was a somebody told me, I read it somewhere, but there was an adult Christmas movie. And I can say this is Family Channel, but the name of that adult Christmas movie was called Spreading Joy. And that's all I'm going to say. That's as far as I can go on this channel. You guys figure it out. Switch from Ecosia to Start Page. You like planting trees, but it's powered by Bing. It is powered by Bing? I don't know. All right, let's see what else we have on The Verge. Apple Care costs more for an iPhone X and $13,000 iMac Pro. $13,000. Okay. The iMac Pro is a beast. Okay, very good. Let's see. Let's go into some general stuff here, see what we got for news. Apple's huge apology. Yep. Ice Station Linux. Let's take a look at that. Satish Chetty describes how he designed a Linux-based science station to measure Arctic sea ice melt. Huh, that's cool. Very good. All right, let's see what else we have here. The best games of 2017 from Engadget. Exercise is good medicine for boosting memory. Yeah, I would say so. Ah, LG is coming out with their own speaker, huh? Why not? LG to unveil the ThinQ, as in thank you, ThinQ speaker with Google Assistant. Okay. In January. The LG ThinQ speaker. Let's see. Is there room for another speaker? Why not? Here you go, the LG ThinQ speaker. Dell Technology Eris Alexa Dell's giant engagement ring can be seen from outer space. Oh my. Wow. Check it out. Yep, that is one big rock. Okay. Really? Nintendo Switch was 2017's best gadget? Huh. Okay. That's surprising. Here we go with the Steve Jobs jeans again. Oh my. I'm sorry, Labor Linux. I keep forgetting you have it. Just mute it, yeah. Alexa, remind Labor Linux to shut you up. Oh my. Welcome to a brave new world, right? Alright, enough of that. Probably wrap this up here pretty soon. But yeah, that's the story of the night. Steve Jobs jeans. Produced by a couple Italians. Powered by Jeans OS, right? Blockchain technology, the new internet. Switch to Linux. What is blockchain technology? I am not familiar with that. Are you? She asked what she could remind you, Lamer Linux. How does she reply? Okay, when do you want me to shut up? uh, yeah, a pair, yes, of Italians, yes, a pair. Pear, yes. Hey, a pair. It's called IO genes, yes. I'm telling you, man, that topic can go on and on all night. IO genes. Yes. The movie, yeah, I know. The movie named The Italian Job. Who knew, really? I know. Boy, ain't that the truth. Decentralized data sharing, sort of like torrents. Okay, all right. I didn't know what that meant. Cool. Blockchain. Very good. Yeah, who knew the? Oh, well, listen, blue jeans. Of course, they have Bluetooth. Yeah, built-in Bluetooth. Duh. Um. Wow. If I go back to Italy, I should meet up with those guys, right? We'll do a live Steve Jobs broadcast featuring the jeans. All right, since we're on the topic, why not? Let's see here. The genius style of Steve. Ha 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 ha. Genius, get it? Yeah. Okay, okay. Steve Jobs could be Italy's hottest fashion line. Hmm. Here's the funny part. Somebody tuning in to this Endless OS live event, and we're talking Steve Jobs jeans. That person's going to be like, what the heck is this all about? Are these guys nuts? Yeah. Enter to win a new iPhone X. No, thank you. I prefer my phones to work fast. Thank you very much. So they're going to make shirts, bags, and jeans. Okay, all right, very good. Repubblica Napoli. Let's translate that. Yeah, that's right. You'll be needing the eye belt. That's correct. So you could check out the full story at napoli.repubblica.it. Just use Google Translate. Our brand will be Steve Jobs, so we defeated Apple. Very good. God. That is so funny. Of course, there'll have to be an app for the jeans, right? Okay, enough of that. All right, guys, just a couple more minutes. I think we'll wrap this up. How does that sound? Smart clothes, why not? A couple years ago we had smart ceiling fans. Why not, right? I'm telling you, those Italians are on to something. We'll have smart jeans, smart shoes. Yeah. Think about it. You'll never forget leaving the house with your phone because you're wearing it. First, the question is, how would you throw it in the washer, right? I don't know. Switch to Linux tomorrow night at 9. Very good, very good. I might jump on. They are smarty pants. But that's 1 point for Switch. I have to write this down because I don't want to be beaten. Okay. For December 28th, on the top jokes, Switch to Linux gets 1 for smarty pants. Ha 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 ha. Good one. Smarty pants. See, those jeans. The Steve Jobs jeans could give the new meaning to talking out of your ASS. Ba-da-bum-bum. Want to calibrate on a song. I think you mean collaborate, not calibrate. Smarty pants. Yeah. Can't spell. That's okay. That's all right. I knew what you meant. No big deal. Let's take a look at one more article, and then I'm going to be done for this evening. I've heard good things about the Pixel 2. This one, I believe, has pretty decent speakers. The Italian Job, yeah, that's a good one. Yeah. Of course, the sequel will be Italian Jobs. Yep. I do not use Discord. So I would have a smart, but can't say the other. Yes, that is true. Yes. So ask more of your. Let's go to the tech specs for the Pixel 2. See, I don't have a big enough channel for companies to send me products to test. You know, that's what sucks. Anyway. Up to 7 hours of battery on 15 minutes of charging. Wow, that's pretty good. The phone started at 600. I guess that's better than 1,000. Water-resistant metal unibody. The latest processor. Dual pixel. Now, I believe the Pixel 2 has the best smartphone, not smart bone, I was going to say bone, yeah, smartphone camera on the market. And I believe this has front-firing speakers, so yeah. Built-in security module, against malware attacks. Security updates for at least 3 years, very good. Google Play protection, very good. So are the front of them for the zip drive and the rear for mass storage. Joe, will you stop? Okay, fine. Joe, you win. Switch to Linux, you lose. Joe gets the most points for this evening. Let me mark it in my notepad here. Jeez. Ha 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 ha, the zip drive. Yeah, really, that could be the new Echo Dot jokes. I'll say, Alexa, tell me a Steve Jobs joke. Anyway, good one, Joe. I like that. Zip drive. Let's see. Display, rear cameras, 4 gigabytes of RAM, 64 and 28 storage. Yep, the Pixel 2 has stereo front firing speaker. Very good, Google. You did it right. Very good. USB-C, aluminum body, water and dust resistant. Very good. Very nice. The Pixel 2. Tom's got good ones. Okay, all right. Oh, very good. Yeah, I know, Switch. You'll have to mention this tomorrow about the Steve Jobs jeans, right? How secure are they? I don't know too much about the Essential phone. Google has no headphone jack, really? Okay. Yeah, they're Apple and Google are Jack S's. Yeah. Yep. Fast charging. Okay. That still seems like a nice phone. That's okay, pizza loving nerd. That's okay. That's cool. No problem. Get credit toward your new Pixel purchase when you trade in your... I wonder what they'll give me for my HTC. Is there a quick way to tell? Let's make this the last thing that I'm going to bed. Begin trade. Okay. HTC is not even listed. Wow. HTC used to be the darling of Android phones, and now they are pretty much worthless. Wow. Not even listed. For a trade-in. Okay. Well, that takes care of that. Thanks, HTC. Get up to $435 back on the purchase of a new Pixel. Okay, very good. Very good. Well, there you go, guys. Except for HTC, you can get some money on your phone. Well, that sucks. I was curious to see if mine was worth anything. Okay. Well, I think I'm done for tonight. A powerful extravagance. That's saying a lot for a phone. Yeah, the best smartphone camera in the world. Yeah, that's what I read. High definition speakers, okay. Well, if Google watches this live feed, maybe they'll send me a phone to test. That would be nice. Anyway, guys, I think we're going to wrap this up. Yeah, it's 10:41 p.m. Need to check and see if the water's back on, if they fix whatever pipeline was broken. So I will probably be on tomorrow night. It's going to be just as cold, so Either before 9 or after 9. I'm not sure. Switch, you're doing your live feed at 9 p.m. Eastern, right? Okay, alright. So I'll either be on before or after. I'm going to try to decide what to do for the weekend. Anyway. Alright, guys. I am done for this evening. Have a good night. And I will catch you on the next one. You sent me a message? Okay, I'll check it later. Okay. Yeah, I shut the ticker down. Okay. Guys, that's it. Have a good night. And stay warm. Thanks for joining in. And I will catch you on the next live feed. Take care.